In a turn of events that left political experts stunned, Donald Trump has made history yet again by securing a decisive victory in the 2024 election. But what exactly led to this unexpected triumph? Returning to the White House, Donald Trump represents one of the most stunning political comebacks in contemporary American history. Trump not only recaptured the presidency, but he did it with an unparalleled increase in his voter base, with the odds apparently stacked against him, and a country still suffering from social divisions and economic uncertainties. More than just a victory, Donald Trump's landslide triumph in the 2024 presidential contest marked a radical transition in American politics and prepared the ground for significant reforms in important national policy. Trump's comeback resonated with people who felt neglected or unhappy with the course of the nation. He won the Electoral College with a notable margin and made advances in the popular vote. Beyond the electoral map, though, the question is, what changes should Americans anticipate from Trump's comeback to the presidency?
I've been trying to come up with something positive. The best I can come up with is we've been through this once before, and yes, this time it is probably going to be worse, maybe a lot worse.
Trump's victory was mostly dependent on a general state of economic discontent. Many Americans felt the burden of still high prices and housing shortages, even if economic data indicated improvements such as low unemployment, increasing salaries, and declining inflation. Aiming to lower inflation, the Federal Reserve's interest rate increases unintentionally resulted in more borrowing costs for mortgages and auto loans, therefore aggravating many households. Trump's tough and unconventional attitude to handling economic problems is expected to be evident as he returns to government. Emphasizing American manufacturing and domestic job creation, Trump's government is probably going to give programs targeted at economic revival first priority. He would most likely double down on deregulation and tax policies that encourage businesses, since his track record reveals a concentration on these areas that motivate companies. This helps to create job chances. Furthermore, Trump's attitude on international trade could lead to a return to more protectionist policies.
I'm doing the same thing with China. We're going to tariff the hell out of them.
Reviewing taxes and renegotiating trade agreements to help American businesses. Immigration policy is one of the most important changes anticipated. High border crossings were frequently cited in Trump's campaign as evidence of inadequate national security and poor policy execution under the government. Under authority in Washington, he is ready to reinstate more stringent immigration policies and maybe increase border security operations. Accelerating building on the U.S.-Mexico border wall, increasing deportations, and revising laws restricting legal immigration routes may all fit here. For Trump, these actions not only represent electoral pledges, but also attempt to solve what his government sees as basic issues for national security and economic stability. Law and order will probably be still another main priority. Voters voiced worries about crime during the election, and in battleground areas, Trump's pledges to lower growing crime rates appealed. Police departments could expect additional money, tighter sentencing rules, and fresh initiatives to fight drug trafficking and gang violence. Voters searching for quick fixes may find these ideas appealing, but they might also start discussions on civil liberties and criminal justice reform. Under Trump, foreign policy is expected to also change direction. Although this problem came last on voter priority lists, Trump's strategy might have major worldwide effects. Emphasizing America first, Trump would try to back off from foreign obligations that contradict immediate national interests, hence urging allies to raise their defense budgets and adopting a strong posture against rivals like China and Iran. Simultaneously, Trump might deepen ties with nations that more closely fit his perspective, therefore transforming alliances in unexpected directions. The re-election of Trump also creates conditions for possible changes in the court system. Already leaning conservative, additional selections under Trump will confirm conservative influence for decades. Major effects of this could be on subjects including reproductive rights, gun rights, and healthcare legislation. Although Roe v. Wade was overturned during Trump's last term, any new court opening could provide him the chance to leave a legacy on the highest court of the country. Focusing on cultural themes that appeal to Trump's constituency, social policies under his presidency are also probably reflecting a return to traditional values. with possible executive directives and legislative drives. Discussions about education, including issues of school curricula and parental rights, may find fresh emphasis. Policies on gender conversations in classrooms, critical racial theory, and programs to support what Trump defines as patriotic education might all fit here. With Trump winning among traditionally strongly Democratic groups, the 2024 election results highlight a dramatic change in the American voters. His performance with Latino voters, especially men, as well as the rise in support among younger men, point to a different terrain. The knock-on consequences of these demographic changes will probably shape the policies and language emanating from the White House once Trump takes office, strengthening his base and attempting to appeal to moderate and indifferent voters. The nation is poised for possible metamorphosis as Trump gets ready for his second term. Whether seen as a course correction or a point of conflict, the adjustments Trump is anticipated to bring would profoundly affect the domestic and international posture of the United States. The next 4 years will be a test of how these policy changes appeal to voters who have proved it is eager for change. But what type of change remains an evolving narrative? As we look to the coming years, understanding these dynamics will be key to navigating the ever-changing landscape of U.S. politics. If you found this analysis intriguing, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our deep dives into today's most pivotal events. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think were the main drivers of Trump's victory?